think those edges were flipped, giving me parity. So, okay, so people know that I like cubes. So over Christmas, I got this for Christmas. It's an interesting cube. You can find this on Amazon. It's called a Gradient Cube, and the style is called Rainbow Mosaic. It's quite interesting. I've solved it a couple times. It's tricky. On the surface, it looks like everything is pretty much the same. It'd be easy to find the edges, and that's actually not the case. All the sides are very similar, but not exactly the same, especially with these corners. Like this one, this corner is 3 sides of the light, and this corner over here is 2 sides of light, 1 side of dark. But on the other side, it's 3 sides of dark in that corner, and then 2 sides of dark and 1 side of light. So that seems to be the easiest way to determine that. What's basically top or bottom, what's white or yellow. The rest of them don't seem to have any other distinguishing characteristics really there, but it's definitely interesting. You also note on the middle edges, it's light, dark, light, dark. So after a few solves, that's something I was able to put together. But this puzzle still takes me a while when I do it. This will still play with your mind, but I absolutely love it. It's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and do a solve. All right, this looks sufficiently scrambled. Let's give this a whirl. All right, so I'm going to start with anchoring this. And that. Those two need to be my anchors. So okay. Now let's make these match around that. There. So, okay, first 2 layers done. Now let's get the centers to match. Okay, now the center matches. Center matches. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't have all the corners. I didn't do these 2 corners yet. All right. Jumping ahead of myself here. So that matches, and that is going to be light and dark. So that corner is correct. Okay. So this corner is light, light, dark, dark. That does match, because that's going to be light, so that does match that and that. So that corner is correct. Okay. Now we have the correct corners. Now let's put some edges in. That edge is already in. There's one. That edge is not the right edge for that. Okay, that edge is right. Okay. And that's upside down. Okay. That edge is right. That edge is right. 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 And so that, yeah, that is the right edge. Just the color looks weird. All right. So there's F2L. That gets shot over. This is going to be light, dark, dark. So the dark, dark piece is not oriented correctly. Okay. And over here, and so that's not oriented correctly either. So both of those are oriented incorrectly. That is not oriented correctly. Okay, so that one's wrong. And that one. That's going to be light, dark, dark. So that one's wrong too. So that one. So they're all oriented incorrectly. This is going to be dark, light, light. Oh, wow, that's already there. Okay. This is going to be light, dark, dark. And that is in the correct spot. This is not in the correct spot. And this is not either. Okay. I think those edges were flipped, giving me parity. So now let's try this. Okay, so now that's not oriented correctly. And how about this? This is, so that is not oriented correctly. Now, that's not oriented correctly either. Okay, so now this this is. So this is oriented correctly. This is oriented correctly. These two are not. Okay. Now, let's see. Light, dark, dark. So that's not the right spot. Okay. These two are not correct. They're in the wrong spot, so. Light, light. Perfect. This one is light, dark, dark. Okay. Also good. Now, this corner is in the right spot and oriented. Good. Light, dark, dark. Okay, wrong piece. Okay. This is light, dark, dark. So it's the right piece. That is correctly oriented as well. That is not. So these two are incorrectly oriented. This is going to be like one of my best possible outcomes for trying to get this right. So, oh no. This is oriented. Da, da, da. It's just this one. That's not good. So, light, dark, dark. This is a corner twist. Literally everything else matches. There's no other possibility. That has to be a corner twist. As improbable as that may be, now that matches. Yep. It's going to be light. So light, dark, dark. Yep. Everything else matches. So that matches. That matches. That matches. That matches. All that matches. These are intricate little pieces and they match. Matches, 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 matches. Matches, 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 matches. Okay. So this is solved. That is a difficult little puzzle, but a fun little puzzle. I've solved it a few times. Never had a corner twist before, but that was new. But these 2 points are the anchor points, and then 3, 3, 3. I mean, light, 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 and then you get over here to dark, light, light. Right? Same thing with this one. Dark, dark, dark. You get over here, it shoots over to light, and then dark, dark. So, everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be. This is good. This is a fun little cube Man, it has its peculiarities, and some of these pieces you can get parity on some of these pieces like this that are, you know, there's multiple of around here. And so sometimes you can get into a parity situation on the last layer, and then you have to reorient it, just like we had with this solve. So, but I was able to catch it quickly. Other than that, it's fun. It just has parities, and you have to keep the centers aligned. But I really like this cube. So until next time, have a good one.